Imagine the power goes out. No problem, because you invested in a high quality AllPowers R1500 power station or an R2500 power station. But a few days pass, the power doesn't come back on. The energy in your power stations is gone. Now what? Enter the AllPowers B1000 Expansion Battery. Your backup power for your backup power. So now a couple days later, power comes back on. You didn't have to throw any food away out of your refrigerator, nothing out of your freezer. You still had lights and all the things that you needed to run, thanks to your B1000 Expansion Battery. Before we dive into the B1000, I want to say thank you to the AllPowers folks for sending us this unit. It works with the R1500 model and the R2500 model power stations. It's a way to double the storage capacity of the R1500, and will also add another 1152 watt hours to the R2500. I do have a review video of each of these two power stations, the R1500, see here, and the R2500, you can see here. It's not a power station, it's an expansion battery for a power station. It can be used by itself to provide some power. It has some USB outlets and a 12-volt outlet. We'll talk about those in a few moments. But the major specs, it has 1,152 watt hours, which is the same as the R1500. It doesn't have an output rating like the power stations do. But when it comes to the AC power, whatever the output maximum for the power station that you have, the B1000 will have the same output coming through the power station. It does have USB-A and USB-C, 18 watts, 100 watts, and a 12 volt. Maximum output is 120 watts. You can run any DC powered item, but only up to 120 watts. You can put your own 12 volt inverter into the 12 volt outlet, but you'll only get a maximum of 120 watts coming out of that. But keep in mind, this is not the power station. It just has those additional features. This is what you're going to get in the package. The expansion battery itself, the cable to connect the expansion battery to the power unit, a charging cord which plugs directly into an AC outlet, instruction or user's manual, and a warranty card. You charge it or recharge it with an AC outlet in your home. It has a maximum input of 600 watts per hour, so you could recharge the unit from zero in a little less than 2 hours. You can also recharge the battery while it's hooked up to the power station if you are charging or recharging the power station. And of course, if solar panels were your way of recharging your power station, the solar panels would recharge both units at the same time. However, you cannot recharge the expansion battery alone with solar panels. It weighs about 35 pounds. It has, or it is, a lithium iron phosphate battery, 3500 plus life cycles or charge and recharge events. And it does have an app that works with the unit and works in conjunction with the power stations. That app will work on Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. Connecting the expansion battery to the power station, really simple. I've already got it connected. So first I'm going to disconnect it and then reconnect it. But to disconnect it, you got to make sure that both units are off. Now I got both units turned off. So twist it ever so slightly to the left, comes out. Same to disconnect up here. And by the way, you can put up to 3 expansion batteries on the power stations if you choose to do so. To connect the B1000 expansion battery to the power station, in this case the R1500, but the R2500 would connect and work the exact same way. Now the power station, and it's a very simple plug and play. This is the end of the connection cord. It does have those 2 little prongs. They have to be lined up with the 2 little holes. Push it, and that end's connected. Do the same with the power station. Push it in, and it's connected. Charging the unit is as simple as putting the cord in, and plugging it into an outlet. We have a little over 600 watts going into the unit to charge it. It's at 66% of its capacity. It's going to take 34 or 33 minutes to fully charge the unit. The power station is fully charged. Expansion battery is connected to the power station and is now being charged from the wall outlet and the power station. That's why the power station doesn't say 100% now. And the input is upwards of 900 watts, which is a little more than it said it could actually take. So it's going to take us about 21 minutes to get the expansion battery fully charged. I recharged the power station to 100% capacity, and I recharged the expansion battery to 100% capacity. I also have my refrigerator plugged into the power station. So I'm going to disconnect the B1000 from the power station, open the refrigerator door until it kicks on, and let you see all the details about the power station and the power usage. Then I'll do the same thing with both connected, and you can get an idea of how much longer my refrigerator will run with the expansion battery added to the power station. So right now my refrigerator is on because I just opened the door, and it's pulling 135-ish watts of power. It tells us that we'll run the refrigerator for 7 hours, but the refrigerator won't stay on continuously 24/7. It will just kick on long enough to cool everything back down. The expansion battery is now connected to the power station. Remember a while ago, with the power station only, it said it would run the refrigerator with the compressor on for 7 hours. Now we have the expansion battery and the power station, and look at the difference. Now it says it will run for 16 hours. Again, the refrigerator is running right now, but it won't run 24/7. As it sits now, the refrigerator is getting its power from the AC outlet, not the power station. The compressor isn't running right now, so it isn't drawing any power from anything. But to have this set up, in the event that the power should go out, then the refrigerator will still run when it needs to from the power station and the expansion battery. So I'm going to go flip the breaker, turn the power off, and let you watch what goes on here when that happens. The power's off. Now I'm going to open the refrigerator door, and there it goes. Now that's the light in the refrigerator. The compressor hasn't kicked on yet. The compressor kicked on, and you can see drawing about 200 watts, and it's drawing from the battery and the power station. To summarize the B1000 expansion battery, it is not for every power station that is out there. It is only for the AllPowers R1500 and R2500 power stations. It will double the storage capacity of the R1500 and will add about 50% more power storage to the R2500. And to see the power stations that expansion battery is made for,